I'm Garron and I'm a writer, singer, performer, drag queen. My school is an EBD school, which is emotional behavioural difficulties. It's, for people who have Asperger's and autism, ADHD, that sort of thing, who struggle to understand learning. They don't learn in the conventional way. My school was maths, English, science, and that was it. Until, I think it was year 9, and they got somebody in who hadn't got the first clue about me doing drama or anything, and that was what they called drama class, and that was it. Just somebody who didn't know what they were doing. They had no experience in drama, no nothing. They just shoved this poor sod in a room with 8 kids and said, do something drama-y. They didn't really know what to do with me. Like, I was kind of like the only theatrical kid in my school. Everyone else was a bit like, they were all football mad or wanting to do science or, and stuff I were interested in, so I was a bit lost at school. But I think if I had had something like a drama club, which is somewhere where I shined, I don't know, maybe it'd have been a bit easier. When I was younger, I was just a kid, people didn't really understand. They just thought I was being bad for the sake of it. Nobody cared to think, oh, maybe there's something, maybe he's struggling to understand how the world works, because I did. Having these heightened emotions, I think, is why music and musical theatre, I think that's why it resonates with me so much, because music is a part of it. I wouldn't be able to carry on without music. I listen to music every day, no matter what I'm doing. When I wake up, I'm singing. When I go to sleep, I'm singing. I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and I'm singing. So having that in high school especially, because that was a particularly hard time, we had a few deaths in the family. It was so hard. I went to a university audition, I won't say where, because I don't want them to feel bad when they see what a star I've become. But basically, I went through, did my singing audition, that went well. The dancing audition went okay, and the acting went fine as well. And it being my 3rd uni audition for musical theatre, after being told in the first 2 that I wasn't the ideal sort of person they were looking for, I sort of got the hint on the 3rd one when they said to me that I wasn't active enough to keep up with the dance moves. I kind of got the message that they were basically saying, you're too big to do this. And that absolutely devastated me. I was that gutted because I thought, I can't do this thing that I've been wanting to do all my life. School of Rock Media is a not-for-profit organisation / music studio where people with disabilities can come and basically experiment with music. First started at School of Rock and Media, Soam, if we're going to be informal, about 2012. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I loved being able to sing and do what I wanted, but I thought, with these people we've got here, we could do something. So last year I wrote a new musical which we called The Jazz Shack, which is basically about the ghosts of 2 women from the 50s called Love and Lust. One looking like Marilyn Monroe, the size of Adele, the other looking like Elizabeth Taylor. And basically they get sent backwards and forwards in time because they killed their husband in the 50s. So they got, when they died, they got punished basically by saying you've got to help people fall in love. So they get sent back to the same year they committed their crime to help this young woman called Poppy, whose husband's just died. Writing it was a long, very, very, very long process, because it wasn't originally going to be The Jazz Shack, it was going to be a different one called Soldiers of Love. And it was too long and too big basically, which is kind of ironic given what I've been going on about. But I trimmed it down, we went through some processes, of testing out characters, because there's some characters that we wanted to keep But obviously then the names had to be changed and the stories had to be changed, and it was a very rough process. But eventually we got it. We got something that was good, something that meant something. So after a few weeks of going backwards and forwards writing a script, we wanted it to be a group-based thing, because we'd found somewhere that had brought us all together, which is the good it did. So, and then eventually someone put us on to Rebecca. Rebecca just literally gave us the boost. She just jettisoned what we were doing to the next level. I always struggled about being big. It always bothered me. I thought, you know, I didn't feel attractive, I didn't feel beautiful. And then when I did the show, I wanted to put that in. And I had my whole little speech, I got on my high horse about it, I was going to be the fat warrior. And the music started, and I broke. In front of 50 odd people, my nearest and dearest, having this realisation that I was still beautiful, even though I was big. And it was me that taught me that through my own show, because I had made this character. Through doing what I love, I was able to make someone who was a voice, and I made someone to fight for everyone else. And what I didn't realise was she was fighting for me. And I think that's quite beautiful.